Now, I think it's fair to say that the majority of people here have been to some form of a camp, whether it's basically babysitting at a local park or it's out in the forest, like the legit way of camping. I've done both, and I just kind of want to sit here and talk about them. Although, if I were to talk about everything in one video, then this would take way too long, so I'm gonna put this into two parts. The first part will be the legit way, and the other will be the babysitting shit. Hope you enjoy. I remember this being a school thing. I never really did go out camping, and what I mean by that is fighting for your life by a bear and sleeping in the forest. Until now, and spoiler alert, there weren't any bears, but it would be a cool story. It took place in 7th grade, and we were going to be there for a week, and I'm someone that isn't the biggest fan of being separated from my mom or my family, period. I also sometimes think of the worst case scenario immediately, and while I have no memory of that happening, I do remember being slightly worried. Anyways, we get over the camp, and we are first told to put all of our suitcases down, or just bags, depending on whatever one we had, and some counselors came and showed us where we would be sleeping and also where to put all of our stuff for the week. They also told us that we would need to be going to bed, I think around 7 or 8 p.m., if not the 9 p.m., I can't really remember, but they did tell us to get up at 6 a.m. for breakfast and all the activities. They also told us that we would need to take a shower once we get up, and it had to be no more than 5 minutes, and the first thought that came to mind is, I'm not gonna shower, fuck that, because I didn't want to do that in case some kid was gonna look at me while taking a shower, because the only thing giving you privacy was the curtain. And that was it. They also told us that we were going to be doing activities from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., which doesn't sound that bad, but when I was doing it, I wanted to die. Not because the activities were boring, no, because everyone had to be doing something all day. And let me tell you, as someone that doesn't do a whole lot, that was a lot for a lazy fat ass like me. Now, the activities were stuff that you'd expect, like kayaking, zip lines, trying to use a compass, typical stuff. And I do have a story for when we went kayaking. I don't know how many people are typically in a kayak, but for us, there was 3. Me, a black kid, and some other kid I knew. So we were going along just fine until that is we had to go back to shore. See, the problem was that we weren't paying attention to how far we were from shore, and we were really far away, and they were calling kids back for lunch because it was lunchtime. So I and the other 2 kids are trying to get back to shore, and I don't know if they were paying attention or not while they were telling us how the kayak worked, but they were really bad at trying to get us back. Me trying to tell them what to do to get back, they just told me to shut the fuck up and follow what they were doing. Eventually, someone on a boat came over and pushed us in the right direction, and then not even halfway there, we were stuck again. It took us like an extra 20 minutes just to get back to shore, but eventually we did with an extra 40 minutes to spare, so we were good. I think I'm making this place seem like it sucked, but honestly, it was super fun, and if I had the opportunity to do this again, I would instantly without a second thought. I also remember another game we played. So you know those mazes that are made out of bushes? Well, it's basically one of those, but with holes for shortcuts. I think it was meant to teach us something about like the food chain or the evolutions of animals. I'm not too sure, but basically it was tag, but more fun because we got to play with the people that worked there. And when you play with the bigger people when you're a kid, it's a whole lot more fun. But the reason why I mention this is because I wanted to flex 110% that I was the last one standing. Keep in mind that this tag was basically to where if you were tagged, you got out, meaning you had to stand by the sidelines and watch the other kids play. And I was the last person standing because I'm so great and awesome. I'm just like the best kid there is when it comes to tag. Dude, I popped off. Also, if you can't tell, this is clearly a joke. I also remember this other time to where I and a group of kids went into the forest around nighttime. I don't really remember much, but the only thing I remember is this trick they taught us where you cover one eye and you stare at a light like fire. Make sure not to blink at all though. Do this for a minute, and then the eye you were just covering, uncover that one, but then cover the eye you were just using to stare at the light, cover that one. And if done correctly, it looks a lot brighter and it's super cool. I'll share one more memory from this place, and it's about going to sleep. So before this, I and my cabin were having a pillow fight, and I won just because, once again, I'm great at everything I do, of course. And after a while, the counselors told us to go to sleep because it looked like it was around that time. And let me tell you, sleeping there fucking sucked. The mattresses looked like they were going to be super fluffy, and then once when you get on it, it was the equivalent to sleeping on a piece of paper. Same with the pillows. Luckily, I brought over my pillows, so it wasn't as painful. Same with stuff like my blanket and some coverings for the mattress. All of which was Mario themed because I am not ashamed I'm a Mario fanboy. And I will fight you if you defy it. Anyways, I remember I couldn't sleep because, once again, what I was dealing with. I also remember being really weirded out because the counselors would just go back and forth and stare at us while we slept, and I couldn't sleep till like 3 a.m. because of how much it freaked me out. Keep in mind, I was going to be there for a week, so it's just a week of being stared at while I slept. Overall, I'd say this place was genuinely a lot of fun. Even though there were some ups and there were some downs, I still had a ton of fun here. And yeah, no, like I said earlier, I would definitely go back there without a second thought. If you haven't done something like this before, I would seriously recommend it. It is genuinely a lot of fun, and it is an extremely fond memory I have in middle school. So, yeah, just go. Go. What the hell are you doing watching this video? Go, 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 go. Wow, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm really sorry for that. I remember saying I'd upload whenever I wanted to, but as I was writing, it hit me that a schedule is just meant to keep you in check, and ever since I've been procrastinating. So you know what? I've been thinking about it a bit, and you know what? I'm gonna try and upload like 2 weeks just because of school and stuff. Also, I'm finally working on the Mother series. I remember saying that I would do a playthrough of me playing Mother 3, and fair warning, I probably will be saying a bit vulgar things. So if that's not really your cup of tea, then you don't have to watch it. It's totally fine. I'm not gonna hate you for it. I did genuinely have a lot of fun playing Earthbound, so hopefully this game I'm gonna like better, if not as much. Or maybe I just won't like it at all. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go play Metroid Dread now. Bye-bye.